Welcome back. To American astronauts who had their week-long space mission extended by months are now scheduled to splash down on Earth Tuesday. That's earlier than what was last expected, thanks to favourable weather conditions. On Sunday, Butch Wilmore and Sonny Williams welcome members of the incoming Crew 10 mission at the International Space Station. The pair have been stuck there since last June because of technical issues with a spacecraft they arrived on. Well, Terry VIRTS is a retired NASA astronaut and joins me now live. Good to have you with us.
Good to be with you.
So they were meant to spend 8 days on this mission. Instead, it's been almost 10 months. They're set to return to Earth about this time tomorrow. Just talk us through their return journey.
Yeah, it started out as a business trip and they ended up moving there. So it was quite an adventure. The return journey, they undock from the space station. So the hours up to that, they'll be making sure they don't leave anything behind, because once you leave, you can't go back and pick it up. They'll be drinking fluids. It's important to drink a lot of, especially salty fluids like sports drinks before you come back to Earth, to help your with what's called orthostatic intolerance, or basically lightheadedness. If you stand up from the couch too fast and you get lightheaded, that's something that astronauts can get. They'll undock from the space station. Everything's automated with the SpaceX capsule. And about 16 hours later, they'll come back to Earth. The capsule turns around, fires the rocket engines. It slows down by a few hundred kilometers per hour. And then the orbit lowers down. It touches the atmosphere. The air gets very hot and slows it down with a lot of drag. And then about 45 minutes from that deorbit burn, where the rocket engine lights up, 45 minutes later, they'll be touching or splashing down in the ocean near Florida under a parachute.
And of course, Elon Musk jumped on the opportunity to use his rocket company to bring them home. What are the risks?
Well, every time you come back to Earth, there's a lot of risks. You're going over 17,000 miles an hour, 25,000 kilometers an hour. So you have to slow down, and we don't have enough rocket fuel to do that. So we use the air to do the slowing down for us. And that air gets really hot. In fact, it doesn't remain gas. It actually turns into plasma. So it's thousands of degrees. So there's a risk of the heat, burning up the capsule if the heat shield doesn't work right. The parachutes have to come out properly. The guidance has to get it to the right place. If it doesn't splash down in the right spot, there won't be a boat there waiting for them. Then once you're in the water, you want the capsule to be right side in the right. It's called a stable position. You don't want it to be upside down stable. That's bad. So there's a lot of things that could go wrong. Luckily, SpaceX has a lot of experience in this, and this is not. I know Elon Musk is saying a lot of political things that he shouldn't be saying, but this is not anything unusual. This is a normal space station rotational crew mission, which we've been doing for quite a while now. So knock on wood, there's always a risk, but hopefully everything will go well tomorrow night.
And we heard from the astronauts in February, speaking to my colleague Anderson Cooper, who, spoke about the fact that they didn't feel stranded or abandoned, but, they had missed some important life events. Especially, we heard from Butch saying that, his daughter's in college and his other daughter's in high school, and, he felt sorry that he'd missed some key events for those girls. But just talk to us about what it's like when you come back to Earth and you're reunited with your families.
Yeah, well, on my last flight, I ended up getting stuck for a month. Excuse me. We had a safety issue similar to what they had at this time, and we didn't know how long it was going to be. For me, it was only a month, so it wasn't 8 months, so that was not too bad. But the family at the time, I had teenagers. There's things going on. We had summer vacation plans, and all those got put on hold. So it's always the families that pay, the biggest price. The astronauts get to have fun floating around in space. And, the families are getting the car inspected and fixing the plumbing and taking the dog to the vet. So all the normal Earth things keep on going on while we're having fun out in space.
Well, we're looking forward to seeing them touch down safely tomorrow. Great to get perspective from you, Terry VIRTS. We appreciate your time. Thank you.
Thanks for having me on.
Pleasure. We're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back. Stay with us. You're watching CNN.